Hi, everybody. I'm just coming back to test another background and see how I like it. Make another video because I like doing that. I like talking to you guys about things that I have researched and found out over the years that maybe perhaps you don't know. And if you do, I'm grateful because that means we could put together some things and reestablish our American continent, always known by our ancestors as Turtle Island, restore our property, our nationality, and bring it back to life. You know, bring it back to life, make it the beauty that it once was. Our ancestors did some beautiful things, and everything that I speak about is documented there. I have receipts. You know, when that European immigrant came over here, he basically documented everything. He talked about how beautiful our cities were and how intelligent the aqueducts that our ancestors built to clean the water was, and how we looked, how clean it was, and beautiful. I mean, it's all documented. Everything that you have been taught in school is out and out lie. You have to research this to find out that I promise you, every single solitary thing that you were taught in school is a lie except for them coming over here on ships. You did not come here on ships. They came over here on ships. They are the strange land that is spoken about in the Bible. Well, that is written about. I'm not going to, because the Bible doesn't speak, it doesn't talk. That is written about in the Bible. They are the strange land. See, the United States is a strange land on American soil, on Turtle Island. It is a strange land that our ancestors never heard of. They didn't know anything about. But I want to stress, my cat loves getting in my background. I want to stress the importance of us knowing who we are, because we are sitting back missing out on a lot of things, and it's time for us to get ourselves together. We come from greatness. Our ancestors left us all kinds of footprints, blueprints, things that they did, things that they have done. And I promise you that pale face that I like to call pale face, my great grandmother, I got that from my great grandmother, but they're European immigrants. They don't like that term. I don't mean any disrespect by that term. It just is what it is. I mean, why am I going to sugarcoat what it is? It is what it is, and it's just that simple. They call us everything but who we are. They even call themselves who they're not. They call themselves by our name. They're not American. They're United States citizens, and citizens of the United States. They're European immigrants. They came over here. We were already here. Anyway, I wanted to get into the United States corporation that many think is a government, and it is not. It's a governmental services corporation who usurped the original United States of America in the 1800s under Abraham Lincoln. They took over. This is run by the Vatican and England, Europe. To make a long story short, it's run by Europe and the Vatican. So it's baby London. And Babylon, baby London is falling, baby. It's falling with rapid speed, and I'm so grateful that I was gifted to be alive to see it happen, to see the actual prophecy being fulfilled right before my eyes. I can't say our eyes, because all people don't see what they're looking at, and definitely don't look at what they see. Don't hear what they're listening to, and definitely don't listen to what they hear. However, This is a governmental corporation, a governmental services corporation that you think is a government. That's why they don't listen to you. Your vote doesn't matter. Nothing you say matters. They literally cheated, out and out cheated this election, stole it, and it ain't nothing to see. Well, I'm not going to say it's nothing that can be done. It appears that there is nothing that can be done. But behind the scenes, I know Donald Trump is. I know he's busy because he's that type of person. He's not going to allow this to go on without some type of recourse going on. They're going to have to. They committed treason. They committed treason, and that is punishable by death. The firing squad. You wondering why all the military is at in Washington? Yeah, they committed treason. But I believe that in order for anything to be done about it, I believe that Trump is going to have to take it to International Criminal Court. I want to say. Now, I'm not for sure, but by being a corporation and we don't have any actual lawful courts, level 3 courts. When I say level 3, I'm speaking of the Constitution, which is the law that they're supposed to abide by. That's the law for the United States corporation that was written by the Iroquois. Most people call them Iroquois. They're the Iroquois. Like it's pronounced like it's spelled. Beautiful name. Beautiful name. But people somehow seem that they have to prove who they are to the people who literally stole their identity. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. They already know who you are. It's already documented. They documented it. They actually documented it. I know that sounds like really bizarre, but I promise you. They have all the receipts you need to prove who you are. You don't even have to prove who you are because they know who you are. They know exactly who you are. They have you under unilateral contracts that benefit them, not you. Called the driver's license, the social security number, the voter registration, and all of these things are unilateral contract that you were not given full disclosure of, so that makes them null and void. The name on all of these unilateral documents, the voter's registration, the social security number, and your driver's license, are all written in capital letters, all capital letters, and that's because it's not your name; it's your title. It's the title of the corporation that you represent under the corporation United States. See, they cannot interact with you on a flesh and blood, man and woman level. So they had to make you a fictitious citizen of the United States and United States citizen. They're one and the same, just different wordings. They play with words. Oh, they play with words, baby. You cannot distinguish the difference in the sound of saying your name as opposed to how it is written. That's why you have to say your name when you go into one of their administrative offices disguised as a court of law. It's not a court of law. It's not even law. It's illegal. Theirs is legal. Their language is legalese. Nothing legal, nothing lawful about it. Nothing. It's all fictitious and fake. But you don't know that, so you play along. That's why I changed my name. I explained that in one of my earlier live videos that I was doing, experimenting with my new toy. They left no stone unturned. Not even this language that we speak. This language that we speak is meant to be a trick and a trap. You have no idea what you speak out your mouth when you say the certain words. Have no idea. And it never dawned on most people I know as to question why You don't know. You don't know the sound. You do not know the sound of your ancestral tongue, meaning your ancestral language. You don't know the sound because they beat it out of my ancestors and shoved this English language down their throats so that I would never know the sound, and putting a trick and a trap over my head. I'm vitally into definitions, all definitions, original, new, modern, however you want to describe it. I am into it because it's a trick and a trap. It is a trick and a trap. If you knew half of the words that came out of your mouth that you use on a daily basis and what it actually meant, you wouldn't use them anymore, I guarantee you, because I don't. And when somebody says them to me, like, oh yeah, you certainly are. Like, I don't mean no offense, but I have to put this out here. The word blessed, B-L-E-S-S-E-D. And I have receipts. I'm not just talking out the side of my neck, baby. I have receipts. That word, by definition, means worthless and cursed. I have a second edition Noah Webster's dictionary that I found on the street. My creator, no, I love the definition of words. He just gives me stuff. You know how I am about the medical field. He left me a whole book, a whole stack of books, medical books, in the bus stop. Too many for me to carry home. Yeah, he knows how I am about words, baby. And I have some unbelievable books that came to me that people will die for having in their possession. Given to me, just come to me. But I said all that to say that according to this dictionary that I found, the second edition Noah Webster dictionary that I found on the street, the word blessed, B-L-E-S-S-E-D, means worthless and cursed. When you walk around talking about I'm blessed, you are literally telling me and everyone you spit that crap out your mouth to that you are worthless and cursed. Now you have to remember, don't get mad at me. You have to remember where this language comes from, baby. It is not your own. It is not your own. And the words that you spit out of your mouth bring what you are talking about, brings about what you speak of into your existence, and you don't know that. I talked about Reverend Ike in one of my videos. Now, I don't think if you have watched the few little videos that I've made, recorded, not the live track, not the live stream, but the recorded, I have talked about Reverend Ike and what his teachings were. Many people don't know what he actually taught. And Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, they all told you who we are. But not many listen. Not many listen. Don't believe nothing that comes out of my mouth. Please do the research for yourself, please. I'm more than happy to share my receipts, you know what I'm saying? But you appreciate what you find for yourself more than somebody giving it to you. You know, you really appreciate it a little bit better. But back to these unilateral contracts that you are under and don't have a clue as to that they are contracts, and they have nothing whatsoever to do with meaning you any good. Meaning you any good. They are all for profit for themselves. Yeah, many call you sheeple, not people, sheeple, because you just follow blindly along with whatever. You don't question anything. You know, you argue, you will hold an intelligent argument with somebody who has done the research and has the receipts, not knowing a word of what you're talking about, just because you heard it on the news. These people have blatantly stolen an election. I I'm really curious to know the outcome of this. It doesn't have anything to do with us copper colored people. I'm never going to call you black because you're not black. That black word separates you from this land that you own, baby. Everything that they called you except for Negro separated you from this land, baby. I promise you. The only thing that connects you with this land that they have called you so far, other than American English, is a Negro. That connects you to this land. And calling you a nigga, they're calling you kings and emperors. But they don't say nigga like we do. They say nigger. That word is offensive. Black is offensive. I would never call you black. I'm gonna call you copper color because that is the description of us in the 1828 Noah Webster's dictionary under the word American. That's how we are described as the copper colored races found here by the European. So, yeah. I just want to help you comprehend. I have stuff in my teeth that's really bothering me, and I know I look crazy trying to get it out, and I do apologize. But it bothers me so bad, and then now my nose is running. I'm just having problems right now, but it's okay. I'll make it through. But yeah, the driver's license, the social security card, the voter's registration, and your birth certificate are all unilateral contracts that are null and void because you do not have full disclosure concerning them. Have you ever read the contract, the terms and conditions of the driver's license contract? No, you haven't, because they never give you that. They just verbally tell you you need a driver's license. Why? Why? You need a driver's license because the word traffic is actually legally defined as commerce? Is that why you need a driver's license? No, you don't. Because you have a right to travel. That's your constitution. I mean, I'm sorry, that's not your constitution or anything. The Constitution is written for the laws for them people to abide by, who are public servants for the United States Corporation. The right to travel is your inalienable, what they call God-given, and I don't like that word either. That's an ugly word too. Look it up. Excuse me. It is very ugly. My cats are having a fight in the background because they're crazy. But it's a very ugly word. These people really left no stone unturned when it came to corrupting another people, us. They left no stone unturned. It was all done on purpose, with purpose, to steal this land. That's why they treat us like they do, because they can't get rid of us. They can't seem to clear the land of us so that they can claim it as their birthright. It's not their birthright. It's our birthright. And as long as we have people living, the copper-colored people living, there's nothing they can do. They can't claim it. They can't even claim to be American. The definition contains European in it twice. So that there would be no, what's the word I'm looking for? No doubt, for a lack of a better word, there would be no doubt that they could not be us and we could not be them. We cannot be United States citizens and they cannot be Americans. Two different, totally different things, people. They only were granted 10 square miles on this American soil called, always known to my ancestors as Turtle Island. 10 square miles. And as I got receipts. I have receipts. Anything I talk about, I can prove. If I cannot prove it, I'm not going to speak about it. Yep. That's just the way it is. But I really want to get together and reclaim our ancestral estates. That's what I want. That's the purpose of me making these videos, so that people will see and hear. Contact me through the comments. Give me information so that we can talk and get it together and reclaim our soil. We have our feet on it. All we got to do is stand on it. That's all we got to do. It is not difficult. It is not no need for violence and craziness and uproars and arguments and all of that. No. You slap a piece of paper and then here's the proof. Deal with it. Now move out the way. Move on out the way. Go on about your business. Go on over there in your 10 square miles. Leave me alone. I got this. Because contrary to popular belief, baby, everything. Look at my dog. Look at my puppy. And he wanted to be on camera. Contrary to popular belief, baby, everything that they put on this land belongs to us. Everything they built belongs to us. They built it on American soil. If it's outside them 10 square miles my ancestors told them they could occupy, it belongs to us. The 10 square miles belong to us. My ancestors just gave them permission to utilize it. But my people don't know this, baby. We watch a prophecy come to be fulfilled. I mean, it is just a beautiful thing. It is just a beautiful thing. And the reason that I'm saying all this is because it's time for us to get ourselves together. It's time for us to reclaim what belongs to us. The Creator is already knocking them down, getting them out the way, cleaning the path, clearing the path. And it's time for us to get together and do what is right to do. We don't need to cause any problems or arguments or gunfire or none of that. There's no need for now. I'm telling you, the Creator is clearing the path. Now it's up to us to do what our ancestors did. They did it. We can do it. It's in our DNA. Let's do it. Let's rebuild us. Yes, let's rebuild us. And get it together. All of this, all of this going on around the world, it is amazing. It is amazingly beautiful. Because I read it myself. My ancestors left it for me to read for myself. And if you have a Bible, you should have read it for yourself. Because it's in there, baby. Been in there for thousands of years. Yep, Revelation 18, Exodus 13:15, Deuteronomy 28:15-68, Psalms 83. It was their unanimous decision to make us forget we were a people. We are a nation. It was their unanimous decision for us to forget. Now we waking up. We remembering who we are. Uh-oh. Watch out. Yeah. And they took it with a gun. We're going to take it with a piece of paper. Yeah. Oh, I could show you their incorporation papers. Here they go right here. This is the original, the 1925. And this is the registration. What's the word they call it? And it says this is not a standing of good faith. The United States of America, a religious non-profit organization. I don't know if you can read it or not. I'm telling you, baby, I got receipts. It ain't a damn thing I'm gonna talk about that I don't know about and can't prove. Look at my puppy. No, not no day of the week. Cause see, I'm not gonna be sitting somewhere looking crazy when the shit hit the fan. When the shit hit the fan and shit starts spraying, I ain't getting sprayed. I'm gonna get on my little circle and stand firm. Ain't gonna be able to move me like I was a statue built on that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's time for you to know some things and get it together. Yep. Because the Creator, he gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. But you have got to prove yourself. Like it says in the Bible, you must study to show yourself approved. He give you the path. He give you the clues and the instructions. But if you can't read, can't follow instructions. And there's more to reading than looking at a word, recognizing it, and thinking you comprehending. Because they play with some words in this United States corporation, baby. They play with some words. I mean, they play with some words. You can read something and it doesn't have nothing to do with what you comprehend it to mean. You have to look at how it's written. You have to look at what's following and in front of what's written. Yeah. It's amazing. They left no stone unturned. No stone unturned. Like you can get a piece of paper that says the United States versus you. But if your name is in all capital letters, that ain't you. But however, they do put fear in you for you to go and represent that all capital letter written form of your name. Scared the living daylights out of you. If you don't come, you gonna go to jail. For what? What you gonna go to jail for? In the first place, if I do go into one of them down administrative offices disguised as a court, I'm going in there asking questions. Because they have a whole different terminology for everything that you walk in the door. That you think it means one thing and it means something else. What that mean? What? You were speeding. Says who? Where's the injured party? Who said you were speeding? They documented it on a device. However, does that device actually record the make and model of your car? The make, model, and the color of your car? The identity of your car? The VIN number, fuck the license plate number, the VIN number of your car? Well, if they didn't get all of that information and they saying that you were speeding, that's hearsay. See, the burden of proof is always on your accuser, baby. You don't have to defend yourself. They have to prove themselves. My dog love walking through my puppy. That's my stinky in the butt. I told y'all that I was on life support, right? When they woke me up and took the tube out, because it was a couple of days before they took the tube out my throat. You know what? I don't even know if that's to be true. I don't know how long I had that tube in my mouth before they took it out, but I know that they was doing some type of suction thing and choked the living daylights out of me. I couldn't even breathe. I scared the shit out that lady. She ain't do it no more. But anyway, whenever they did take all of that shit off of me, and I was, you know, I started crying. And the lady asked me, the nurse asked me, she said, "What's wrong? Are you in any kind of pain? What's the matter? Why are you crying?" And I said, "I miss my dog." And she said, "Oh, that is so cute. What is his name?" I said, "Stinky in the butt." His name is Brody. But I call him Stinky in the butt. That's my stinky precious puppy. But I would, you know, the one thing that is vitally important, guys, is that you know who you are. You don't have to prove anything. to anybody, because the people who stole your identity are the ones who know who you are. So you don't have to prove who you are to them, because they already know. If you want to know what tribe you came from, then yeah, you got to do some research and some hunting and some seeking. That's on you. My people told me who I am, who we are. I'm good. Yep. So, and I had an incident with the hospital. They're gonna put down some type of study. I don't know what it was, but they made a mistake and put African American on in my file with my name. I don't know what, why, who, but I know I wrote a letter and told them to immediately change all information that contains African American to American Indian. My tribal affiliation is Aniunya. They changed it. This is the receipts that I have concerning me going to sleep. One thing with double pneumonia and waking up with corona. I talked about that in the previous video. But these people, they foul, baby. They're foul. And you must know that. There is no trusting them. But let me see what the information that they were taught by my ancestors is passed down from generation to generation like a family heirloom. Just as they treated our people and continue to treat the copper-colored people the way that they do, because it was passed down from generation to generation like a family heirloom. They never wanted us to know who we are, because if we ever know who we are and wake up and just simply stand on it, then that means they're in trouble. Because they're not free to roam the country anymore. They are confined to their 10 square miles. And believe me, my ancestors did not let them off of those 10 square miles. That's why they came violent. They came out violent. They did not let them off of those 10 square miles. So it's vitally important that we know who we are. You know. And it's time for us to start organizing, getting ourselves together. We don't really need a government because we're self-governing, but we do need to get together and handle our affairs. You know, we need to handle our affairs. What they call so-called Black Wall Street, we need to get it back up. It wasn't Black Wall Street, it was American Wall Street. They had the United States Wall Street, we had the American Wall Street. And it was all American owned businesses, all American owned trading, all American owned everything. And I'm not gonna ever call us black, because we're not black. They're separating us from our land when they call us, and you allow them to call us black. We are not black. If you want to be a color, then you're copper colored, baby. Copper tone, okay? You are copper colored. And in order for you to be successful in whatever it is you decide to do without the United States Corporation coming to mess with you, you must stop calling yourselves black. You must stand on that 1828 edition, the Noah Webster Dictionary definition of American. You must stand on it. That is your concrete proof. That's your bedrock, baby. That's your bedrock. That one definition. That one definition. And it's their writing. They cannot dispute it at all, because it's written in the Noah Webster's dictionary. Yes. Yes. If you want to prove something, that's how you prove it. So I'm going to end this one here, because I've been talking for quite some time, and I know y'all probably, yeah. So until next time, I love you guys. Keep your head up, baby. You come from greatness. You come from greatness. Have a good night.